Howdy, everyone. Get your questions ready. This is going to be a fun live stream. Stay tuned. Well, good evening, everybody. Chris, I'm just going to start this off out the gate. Chris, there is no such thing as a big flop. Just because not everybody was there at first. Don't worry. Don't you worry about it. I'm just speaking from experience. Good afternoon, everybody. Frank KG6NLW here, and we're back yet again for a Fridays with Frank, which is a question and answer or AMA type thing. So, bring on the questions, drop them in the chat, and let's see what you got for me. It can be train related, it can be photography related, it can be ham radio related. I mean, this is a ham radio channel, so let's try and keep it towards the radio side of things. But I'm an open book, so we'll just get that out of the way and say that. Willin. Yeah, Willin. That's your new name, Brian. Willin Brian. Brian Willin. Yes. How's everybody doing today? And yes, Frank got a haircut. Frank went all natural bald again. Yes. No, I'll just get that out of the way. While I'm waiting for... Okay, there we go. While I'm waiting for the questions to roll in, I already see one there. I am back to work officially as of last Sunday, and it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights. So I get Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights off. That means I'm going to be around mostly Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. Yay! Yes, absolutely. And Chris, don't beat yourself up. Autocorrect gets all of us. You know, we don't mean duck when we type duck, right? You know what I'm... Yeah, okay. And yes, I have survived, Brian. I have survived well so far. It's only been 3 days of work so far, so... What kind of cameras do I use for photography? Easy answer, Jeff. Sony and Canon. I'm primarily Canon. I use a 5D Mark III for my photography stuff, and... this is a Sony ZV-E10, Zulu Victor Echo 10, ZV-E10, that I use primarily for live streaming stuff, but I use it for videos as well, and I will fire off some shots on it if I absolutely need to. So, well, there you go. I hope that answers the question. I do have a Canon 60D. There we go. Canon 60D. Come on, I wanted that to pop up. Why did that? Oh, no, don't want you to see that. Inception galore. No, apparently it doesn't want to pop up. Well, there's a 60D that's the overhead camera for the bench work that I do. So, that's, so, three cameras, but Canon is 2-to-1 here, so there you go. Polaroid. Yes, I should get back to that, absolutely. Jeez, what the... Pause. Driving me nuts, and my OCD would be nuts all night. So, hi, Mike. Good to see you. By the way, hello to everybody in chat. I see Amon in there. Amon. Yeah, I forgot about that. I see both Mikes in there. I see Brian in there. Chris, of course. Jeff. Hollywood. Hollywood was first, as far as I can tell. So, absolutely. Mike Trowlahan, what's a good place for the average Joe to learn photography? So coming from the average Joe, Mike, quite honestly, I was, for the most part, self-taught. My grandfather taught me a little bit before he passed, and the rest of it was all self-taught. I I cannot recommend a good place other than yourself to learn photography. I will say this: take the camera out of automatic mode. Do not leave it in auto mode. Switch that thing to manual and learn. And you learn quick. It is a sink or swim thing. You learn quick whether you can handle manual mode or not. If you cannot easily handle manual mode, figuring out the ISO, the f-stop, shutter speed, etc., stick to automatic. But yeah, I have not heard of that. So that's an interesting one. And of course, the chat has good answers too. Brian says University of Google and YouTube. Yeah, that is helpful to a degree. Absolutely. I having done this I've been behind the camera for the last 20, no, last 30 years, actually. I not professionally, but for the last 30 years, I've been behind the camera to one degree or another. Because I started when I was 7, and I'm 37 now. Yeah. Oh, okay. Brain just went, yeah. So, everything getting self-taught, but I still go to YouTube once in a while, or, I will ask ChatGPT. Yes, I am. I don't use ChatGPT for various AI images. I mean, I have used it, but that's not what I commonly use it for. I use it for something that I will, maybe Google doesn't have the answer on the first 4 pages for me. I will go to ChatGPT for that. And Jeff has a good point. A photo club. I have no idea if there's any photo clubs left these days. Brian, did I do a video of my recent POTA outing? I did do a video of yesterday's outing. I do not know if it is going to get published or not. It might be 3 or 4 shorts. That's how bad things were yesterday. Not the filming of stuff. The filming of stuff was fine, all things considered. The band conditions were horrendous yesterday, so it might just come out as 3 or 4 shorts. Let's see here. Maryland Photographic Alliance has great Zoom and YouTube presence. All right, well, there you go. And Pepe, good morning from Switzerland. It's 2:08 in the morning there. Yeah, that's good morning to you. Thanks for hanging out such a early morning, late night, however it's going to be for you. Thanks for hanging out there. Tortoise, Michael. Yeah, no, you're not T.O. You're T.O., but you're not T.O. You're not my T.O. You're Julie's T.O., but you're Michael to me. Hi, Michael. How you doing? Okay, that's good to hear. Yeah, yesterday. So it was interesting. Yesterday, let me see if I can get this transferred over real quick. Yeah, it might help if I took a screenshot of it first, Frank. Let's do that. Yesterday, we had 13 contacts, because one of them was 2 parks. But the only way we got the park activated was Sean and I had to, let's see, look up all QSOs because I was out of cell service. Sean and I had to use his 705 to my 7300 and do park to parks on like 4 different bands just to get the activation. That's how bad it was yesterday. 40 meters wasn't there, 20 wasn't there, 15, no, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So good to hear 20's getting better. Once this map updates and populates and all that stuff. I will say this, the last contact I got on 20 yesterday before the bands died out was DX, and a good distance DX. It was Larry, Foxtrot 5, Papa Yankee India. Every good POTA operator knows Larry. So yeah, I got Larry as my last 20 meter contact. uh, before I switched over to 40 and then went on from there. So, hey, it was fun. It was interesting. But as I said, it's, if I do anything, it's just going to be shorts. Because that video just, there wasn't anything there for it. Oh, yesterday or just in gen? Oh no, you're Washingtonian now. So when you were an Oregonian, you weren't. You got him there. Very cool. Yeah. No, Larry will hunt everybody. Yeah. Okay. Last week. Yeah. By the way, guys, so I have it set up, and this is how a couple of the other YouTubers. Don't tell them I told you this. Some have it set up so it's ultra low latency. So literally, if I say 11:30, and I will see it over on the live stream screen now, and it's 11:35. So it's not even a 5-second delay for what I say and when I interact with the chat. So it is very quick. So shoot those questions off, have fun. Yeah, you might need more mics in the chat. Hi, Mike, into MAK. Yes, leave no band behind, leave no mode behind. That Mike. Fantastic. My allergies are something else today, absolutely. All right, let's see. Is this going to load it right? Maybe. Let me get out of the app, go back in, and see if maybe that fixes it. Let's see. Does that load everything? Come on. Oh, of course the app freezes on me. Love it. Okay. Well, while I'm waiting for that. Potatmos? Hi, Twitch. Good to see you over there. Good to see someone on Twitch tonight. That's absolutely fantastic. Yes, I know it crashed. I'm aware of that. Okay, so for some reason it doesn't want to draw the lines right now, but let me confirm spots, look up all QSOs. Oh, I know what it is. It doesn't have my grid proper. There we go. Now it should work. Yeah, okay, whatever. Well, I'll just do it this way. Oh, come on, rotate. Turn rotation off. There we go. Those are just 3 of the spots, and as you can see, little Larry over there in France having fun. He was like a 2-2. It was absolutely horrible, the band conditions. He was a 2-2. I emailed him afterwards, and I was like, Larry, I may have given you a 2-2, but with how often and how hard you hunt everybody, you're always a 5-9. And he got a good chuckle out of that. All right, let's see here. Yes, a lot of QS Mike today. Absolutely. Let's see here. We have Tortoise Overland Mike, Mike into MAK, Travel on Ham Mike. Let's see here. Who was the other Mike in here? There was another Mike in there, I think. Michael. Oh, and Michael. Yes. Absolutely. Well, let's see here. Questions? Anything? Let's have some fun. Bring out the hard-hitting questions. See if you can stump Frank. By the way, I'm disappointed in those that follow me on Twitter, Twix, whatever you want to call it. I still call it Twitter. It's always going to be Twitter to me. I'm disappointed that those that follow me on Twitter and other places that on Wednesday night, I said put Frank Rocks in hashtag Frank Rocks in the chat for the kids table because I wasn't going to be there, but I wanted to have an acknowledgement in the chat, and I heard no such thing on Team Replay. So shame on those that follow, but that's okay. What about doing soda? Okay, so to be honest, Pepe, I only do drive up sodas. I'm not fit. I work out as it is at work because I have to walk the train and everything, but I am not fit. I well, round is a shape, and round I am. I am round. As round as this bald head here. So I do not do many, if any, sodas unless they are drive up sodas, or I can do something like that. So I don't bother. And Mike has a point here. Sodas in my neighborhood are horrible work for like 1 or 2 points. Absolutely. So Mike, there's a soda that was been more or less right across the highway from where you stayed at. It's on private property. There's no way to get to it, but it's listed in the soda database, and you can't trespass to activate soda. And there's no way to get a hold of landowners. So how did he even become a? Sometimes I swear soda just threw a dart at the wall and went, "Yep, that's a mountain. Yep, that's a mountain. Oh no, that can't be a mountain, even though it's 14,000 feet. But that 200-foot hill, yeah, that's a mountain." That's how I feel about it sometimes. But yeah, so there you go, Pepe. I do sodas if they're drive up. So in our area, Mount Diablo, Mount Vaca, a part of Mount Shasta. To get in the activation zone, you do have to hike about 3 miles one way. But otherwise, yeah, I just do drive ups and I do POTAs. So, and I don't know why I'm coughing so much. No, I don't have the ham gunk that's going around. Apparently, first Jim and then Ape, or was it Ape and then Jim? But I don't have that. I think it's allergies getting to me or something. So, oh, absolutely, drive up soda is soda too, but you have to be a reasonable distance from your vehicle to make it happen. You can't activate from your vehicle. So, that's how it is. Let's see here. Chris, what is my favorite beer? I don't drink beer. I actually don't drink alcohol, period, and that's for a few medical reasons. And I'll leave it at that. Flab, test successful. Absolutely fantastic. Brian, how does the ham living in dense suburbia do HF radio with an S9 noise floor? Chokes. Lots and lots of chokes. Choke everything. And get rid of all the wall warts you can. If you can convert as much as you can to 12 volt, to run off, say, an Astron power supply or whatever, convert your lights, convert, whatever, your alarm clock. Besides me, who has an alarm clock these days? Like a physical, like actual, here, let me, okay, let's see if I can do this. Put that up there. We're going to come here. Besides me, I have one of these. Yeah, let me just turn off chat for a second. I have one of these right here, and it's literally sitting right behind this monitor here. I have one of those. Who else has one? Besides that, switch everything to 12 volt as much as you can, and get it off the grid, and then choke the rest of it. That's my answer to that. I'm still working on that. It's quite a project, but if you can do it, do it. I did not, Hollywood. By the way, hello again. I did not. A lot of it. So where I live, a lot of it was a big nothing burger. Granted, right along the coastline, right along the edge of the coast. That's where we had the impacts. Santa Cruz, Ocean Beach in San Francisco, Point Reyes, Bolinas. yeah, those areas saw some impacts, but nothing that would have warranted ham traffic, MCOM traffic, and definitely nothing I would have heard. So, no, I didn't hear it. That's the short version. Jeff, I haven't shaken his hand in public yet, but I'm pretty sure Ape is Ape might be the original AI. You never know. Oh no. Oh, that is that's no bueno. Yeah, that's not fun. See if you can help them out with it. Be like, you know, if they don't already know what you do and who you are, see if you can help out with it and see if you can help fix it. And of course, Mike has the best answer because he is the traveling ham. Go portable. Just go out and have fun. I know everybody wants to work from home. I have my 710 set up here, but in the studio. But you know, go portable. Have fun. Give a great photo resource. Okay, so it's set up so that only wrenched people can, moderators can drop links. Feel free to message me on Discord, and I can bring it up there, Flab, and get it shared out to the stream that way if you want. So yeah, feel free to message me or whatnot, and have fun. Let's see. All right, them's clock radios. I can just hear Hollywood saying that in my head. Them's clock radios. A real alarm clock is wind up with bells on the top and two hands to tell you the time. Yeah, or a very upset cat that you didn't feed them at 6 a.m. prompt. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Pepe, you got me. You got me on that one. Yes, this is the home of all things Poda and Soda. Get outdoors. Absolutely. Yes, that is why you see me operating more from out in the field than you do at home. Because 9 out of 10 times, if you hear me, I am out in a Poda park somewhere, or I'm out in a national forest, which again is a Poda park, but anyway, yeah, absolutely. So there we go. Let's see. Portable's an option, but heat and humidity is no fun, and we get a proper winter in your area of Kanukistan. Now, okay, Brian, a proper winter like sub 30 degree Celsius temps or sub 40 degrees Celsius temps? Sure, we'll go with that. Shane, Adventures in Blind Videography. Hey, Shane, how you doing? He asks, how do hams make these tape measure antennas? Easy. You take the measurements. Uh, you follow up. Do they actually cut the tape measure off the thing you pull out of, or what? Yeah, yeah. They literally, like, so 2 meters is what, 39 inches, right? They literally measure out 39 inches, or whatever band they want. They literally cut off the tape. They cut the end of the tape measure at that point, and they fold it in half if it's going to be set that way, or based on the elements. Yeah, they definitely they cut them for sure. Uh, Chris, I would, but I don't think it would help in this case. I'll just say that, Chris. You and I can talk offline. Shane, Chris was offering to link his video about it for you, but it's a little hard for you to see the video, right? Yeah. Okay. Uh, anyway, um, okay. Discord message sent. So let's bring that up while we're waiting for Discord to pop back up for me. Minus 30°C happens on occasional, but we get about 6 feet of the fluffy white stuff this past winter. Um, Brian, just 6 feet? Just that's all you got? Okay. Let me know when it doubles that and it's rock hard. That's called Donner cement, by the way, and it is nasty to get out of. All right, let's see. All right, Flab, I got it. Yeah. Let me. Let me just, Flab, make sure this is the right channel I'm looking for, right? So while we're waiting, Flab, this is the right channel. If so, yep, okay, yep, there we go. I will drop that in the chat. Absolutely, there we go. Dropped in chat. And yeah, see, here you go, Chris. So, Shane, I didn't want to speak out of turn, Shane. I'm very polite and respectful. Shane, of course, Adventures in Blind Videography sort of gives it away, but sometimes people don't pick up on those clues. I know it took me a little bit to realize, oh, he doesn't, he doesn't have sight like the rest, like a lot of us does. Being a blind operator, he has to have someone describe exactly how to do it so that he can try and do it with the help of, I think it's your wife, Shane, if I remember right. Yeah. So, oh, James, you got to talk to Quirky. I said Shane, right? James, Shane. You have to talk to Quirky QRP for the Slinktina. That is an absolutely wild idea. Apparently, it's been done times and times before. So there you go. I'll let's see. Let me. So Shane, I'm going to drop a link here. I'm going to drop it a couple times. So okay, so you have Corky's little tiny Morse key. Perfect. Same guy makes the Slinktina. So he makes he has some interesting designs there. Absolutely. And yeah, I'm not using my usual Coffee and Ham Radios bottle to tumbler today. I'm using my regular water bottles. Oh, absolutely, Shane. I do what I can. I will open up to the crowd for a second here. I may look fine. I may look awesome. I do the work I do and whatnot, but I do wear glasses. If I take, so the camera is arm's length away, right? If I take my glasses off, everything past here is an absolute blur. I was supposed to go blind years ago. I have not, due to something called retinitis pigmentosa, disease of the retina, basically. Between that and I do have some physical ailments that I've had my whole life, and I will continue to have my whole life because they are muscular and genetic. Yeah, I'm not 100% superhuman. So Shane, I completely understand it, and I resonate with you. You and I resonate on the same. Even though I can see, you and I resonate on the same level with stuff. So Shane, you're family here. Everybody's family here, but Shane is especially family here. Let's see. All right, to catch up. Hollywood only uses resonant slinkies. Yes, only the resonant ones. Absolutely. Let's see. Slinkies are awesome. They're kind of like people. They're really good for nothing but bring a huge smile to your face when you push them down the stairs. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Okay, well, I'll let that one slide. I was to the point of no return reading it, and I'm like, okay, yeah. Well, thank you, Jeff. I do try, being a conductor and all. So, so okay, fun joke, railroad joke for you guys that you're just all gonna groan at. And if Freddie Mac were here, Freddie, there, maybe he'll show up in time. If Freddie Mac were here, he would absolutely love this for Dad Joke Wednesdays. Why can an engineer not be electrocuted? I'll give it. Let's see here. With the clock up here, I asked that at 3140 UTC. I'll give it till about 3240 UTC, and we'll see if someone has an answer. Why is an engineer not good at being electrocuted? Anybody? I'm wondering if anyone. Brian got it. They don't conduct. Yeah, good job, Brian. Yeah, or they're poor conductors. Either way works. Yeah. There's your corny train joke for the live stream. Lee McNasty, aka NA5T, because it's Lee Mc NA5T nasty. That's how everybody read it, and that's how you're going to be Lee. Lightning Lee. Lateness is noted, but that's okay. Oh, see, Jeff got it, but he was about 3 seconds late, later than Brian. So that's okay. Hi, Jeff. How you doing? How are you and the wife doing? She finally get that? Was it the antenna or is it radio? I've forgotten what. I think there's an antenna, right? She finally got it, right? Get that all worked out. Oh, we're halfway through the hour already. I'm going to try to stick to an hour, but you guys like it so much that I'll go over absolutely. Oh, geez, I'm getting messages. I'm getting tons of messages. Not from anyone here, but. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so I got to ask, what was the DX? Who? You don't have to tell me the call sign, just what country. And while we're waiting for that, guys, ask questions. Oh, it is the Grouch up next? Oh yeah, that's right. They have their Friday. They have their Friday stuff, don't they? Oh, come on. Oh, so what is that? Russia, I think. RA3. Yeah, that sounds like Russia. Let's see. Let's go here. Oh yeah, he does. Okay, so let me copy. Totally. Yes, totally. Okay. So after me is the Grouch, and I don't know if I can do a redirect while I'm live. Let me lean over to this monitor. Can I do a redirect while live? Is it under this one? Ah, I can, it looks like. All right, so that's set. So we're good there. Oh, thanks, Mike. I'm glad. I'm glad I have your permission. Let's see. A lot of potential with that joke. I know, Mike. I know. Don't quit my day job. So, just in case the redirect doesn't work that I just said, there is a link over here in the chat. After my live stream, and I'll try to end right about 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern. Go over and bug Grouch. Thanks, Chris, for letting me know about that. I didn't think there was anyone ahead of me. Otherwise, I would have maybe bumped it a little bit, which would have bumped you a little bit, which would have been fine, I'm sure. Um, yeah. Okay. So while I'm waiting for questions to drop in, I want to mention this since I know almost everybody's here right now. I have a Buy Me a Coffee. I have a Patreon. I have a Discord if you're not in there yet. I will have a playlist that I'm going to drop as well. Go put it on every device you can get your hands on. Just put it on your neighbor's computer, put it on your neighbor's TV, put it on your stepmom's TV, put it on your uncle's TV, put it on everyone's TV and computer and just let it play. That way I get the magic watch hours to be able to tell YouTube to let me do more so that I can do more for you guys. I know I don't do a whole lot anyway, but with work getting back on track and all that, I have a little more wiggle room. I can make things happen more. So I'm gonna drop that first. That's the playlist. Go play that on everybody's device. Play it everywhere. And now I'm just gonna drop the rest of the links. The Buy Me a Coffee, the Patreon, the Discord. So and that triggers that message as well. If you like if you like and subscribe to this stuff, that helps too. Absolutely. Yeah, okay, yeah, I do. He is a lot closer than I am. But he also started before I did, sort of. Let's see. He's at 1,980 subs. Yeah. So, if you're not subscribed to Jeff yet, if you're not subscribed to Jeff, K3JRZ, go subscribe to Jeff. Let's see if we on this live stream, let's see if we can get him over that 2,000 mark. So if you're not subscribed to Jeff, go hit that subscribe button right now. But yeah, both of us are slowly crawling. I'm currently at 1750. Yeah, that's live, folks. You literally just watched it roll over. Hi, Michael. Good to see you. Let's hear it. Bonus points if you play Frank's stream with a 100-watt stereo and put the speakers out the window. Hollywood. I don't know if YouTube will get bonus points for that, but sure, why not? We'll go with it. Absolutely. Let's see. Yeah, the O lights, absolutely. Yeah. I'll just leave that little sub counter up there. The last time I did this, Mike the Traveling Ham went, oh, that is live, because he unsubscribed and resubscribed, which changed his subscribe date to the most current date that he subscribed at. Chris, we'll get you there too, absolutely. Why not? Let's see here. Can I pull it up right, Frank? Can I spell right? I don't think we can get you to 200, but we can try. Let's get Chris here up to as far as we can here. How's that? There we go. Now I'm just gonna leave this up here, folks. You get to watch that number and see. Jody did it one time. Mike the Traveling Ham did another time. If you don't believe me, go hit that unsubscribe button in a new tab and then hit subscribe again. But anyway, we're here for Q&A AMA for at least 20 more minutes. Fridays with Frank. Yeah, just hang out, have fun, ask me questions, see if you can stump me maybe. Ham, photography, railroad, anything, yeah. Let's hear. How's yours been going in the wrong direction, Michael? It's still been growing, right? But yeah, you need to go out and make some videos. Jeff, I did not know you had a channel. Well, get a little more serious about it. Get some videos out there and let's talk. That's how I'm going to leave it. And I will say this: if you want $5 off any $50 purchase, Quirky QRP, use the code QuirkyKG6NLW for at checkout for $5 off $50 spent on any of his products. So like the big ass mat. Let's see here. Where is that? That's this big bad boy. Switch over here. Yeah, this thing. I have an intro I'm going to use that I filmed yesterday. I don't know which video I'm going to use it in, but it features the big ass mat. So, or the mammoth mat, as James says. So keep an eye out for that and see what happens there. Let's see. All right, we're all caught up there. We're all good there. Bring that back up. All right, so see, there you go. Yeah, there you go. I have, yes, I do have a YouTube notification channel in the Discord and I also have a promotion channel. So there's YouTube dash notifications and YouTube dash promotions that if you go in, let's, let me bring this up here. So I'll just show it to you guys. Take Brian's comment off for a second. So over here on the right, yeah, on the left, Frank, on the left, lives and video announcements. No one posts in here. This is locked down, but this is where you'll get notifications for anytime I go live, like when I just went live on Twitch with this live stream, or last night, or, you know, anything like that. But YouTubers notifications, this is where things automatically get posted. So every time anybody in the list that I have posts a video, let's see here, Eric's in there, KM4ACK's in there, Chris Radio and Life is in there, because he's down here, right there. Yeah. And then YouTube promotions. If you want to promote a video, go in there. Drop it anytime you want, 24/7. It's always going to be there. So have fun with that. So there. And then, of course, you know, if you're not in YouTube chat for whatever reason, I do have a live chat section in Discord. And I do have a voice chat that I use once in a while for live streams. And, you know, if you want to come on via voice, you know, sort of like what Josh does with the after chat, just feel free to jump in there, and if I'm paying attention, I'll hop in and see what we do. So it's not going to be a every time thing, but it'll definitely be out there. And there we go. So let's see here. After doing my first Optiplex gaming PC build, I should have made a video about it. Those guys have tons of... Oh, yeah. They have tons of subs. Absolutely. I have a channel I watch that they just got to 50,000 views. And that was a jump of 15,000 subs from where they were at just because of their build video. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. So I'm glad you liked the 2730B. That's good. For HF, the 891, the 991 Alpha, probably not, but maybe the FTDX10 or more. Okay, so Flab, this can be a multifaceted question, just like the 2730 was. How much are you looking to spend, and what are you going to primarily, what do you think you're primarily going to want to do with it? Are you going to be more portable, so you might want something more lightweight, or is it going to be at home / sometimes in the field? Because we can go either way there with HF. So price range and Are you going to be more portable or more at home with it? Those are two questions I need answered. And while we're waiting for that, Hollywood, vertical. Vertical. Oh, that sounded good. Vertical all the way, Hollywood. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so price point. What is the highest price point you want to spend on the radio? What is that top end price point there? Because that will dictate dictate how we go. And David has a good point here. For the FTDX10, get a used 7300 for home and an 891 for Potosota. That is a possibility, depending upon how much Flab actually wants to spend. So we're just waiting for that answer as to what your budget is. But so without knowing budget, if I were to pick, I would agree with Dave here. Get a used 7300 or maybe even a 710. They're reasonably cheap, all things considered. Uh, get either 7300 or 710 and 891 for Potosota. So that way you have something for home and something out on the road. If you're looking that okay, so you like the VHF UHF 991A, can't do anything, but the price of the DX10 is, yeah, the price of the DX10 is well, okay, so do anything price wise. Okay, so not knowing where you're at in the world, I will let you know about this, and you do with this information as you will. We have on the Northern California SwapNet, so here in California, in the Sacramento area, there was a ham that listed a Yaesu FTDX 101D, which is probably quite a bit much more than the. I don't remember how much DX10 is, but he, so if you want to go big as far as size goes for home, there is that. But I think that's a little too big, quite honestly. So I'm scratch that. Close, very close to Sack of Tomatoes. Rockland, actually, yeah, Rockland. Um, so Flab, going back to the whole 991A, the 991A is great. It is heavy. It is big. It is for what the 991A can do, you might as well go get an FTX1 Optima, because the Optima, which is the 100-watt amp version, not the field version, but the Optima, the brand new 100-watt amp version, is literally the same weight and size as the 991 Alpha and does basically everything the 991A does. So, yeah. The other problem with an all-in-one like that is if one of the bands if something goes wrong with the radio, you're out all the bands, not just, oh, you're out VHF, UHF, or oh, you're out HF. No, you're out everything on that radio. If you have to go get it repaired or whatever. So there's that. Let's see. Oh, now the chat's going wise. Let's see here. Lee says FT710 over 7300, U7300. It's not discounted too much. Yeah, that is true. You can get the U7300 for almost the same price as a new FT710. I will say that. All right, you're on the other side, so you're over on the East Coast. Got it. or something like that. Okay. Hollywood has a good point here. A used IC 706 Mark II-G, and keep your eye out for an AH4 remote tuner. That'll give you HF, VHF, UHF Jack in the Box. It will, but Hollywood, again, as I just said, if the HF goes out, VHF, UHF might not work, or if you have to send it in for repair, then you're out all of it. So that's one reason why Jack in the Boxes are nice. Don't get me wrong. I like them, but that's why I'm like, yeah. So, okay, Michael, I haven't gotten to play with one in person. I had a reservation, I had to cancel it, and then everything happened, and yeah. But looking at the spec sheet, dimension-wise, it is the same. The FTX1 Optima is the same as the 991A, and weight-wise, according to the spec sheet, it's the same. No, it's like 2 pounds lighter or something like that. It's like, nearly identical, just a newer. It's the newer version of 991A, for those that want to call it that. I don't, so. Let's see. Yeah, see, exactly. That the separate rigs for HF, VHF. Flab, I hope this is helping you. Because quite honestly, if I were you, 710 and be done with it. The 710, you did mention that you want to stick with Yaesu because local repeaters are mostly use Fusion. The 991A does have Fusion across 10, 6, 2, and 440. So you do have that, but the 710 and other rigs like that don't have it. Don't have Fusion. You just you don't have that mode for HF generally. So there you go. For whatever it's worth, and Michael here, Tortoise Overland, has a good point. 710's the best bet. It's one of the newest. It's also reasonably light. I put it in an Apache case and I take it out to the field. Brian, you and I will have to have a chat about that offline because, yeah. The AESS and the AESS model is quite an interesting thing. So Lee has a good idea here. The 891, which is small and compact and portable, and a 991 Alpha as a backup / home rig, and that's not much more than the FTX1 Optima for stuff. So there you go. The 891 and 991, you're set. 891 for portable, because you're really not going to use Fusion that much, if at all, on portable operations. And the 891 is small and compact and somewhat lightweight. So, all right. I'm glad we've been helpful. Absolutely fantastic. I love it. So, and Hollywood, I sort of answered that. Vertical for sure. I do have, so I have an InFed half wave that I will set up if I absolutely want to, but that requires at least 3 points contact to set up, whereas my vertical is the Coffee and Ham Radios Poseidon, which is literally, I put the DX Commander up, and the DX Commander Classic pull up, 25 feet, and I'm good to go. So that's how I look at that. So I'll go vertical and just lay out a nice little radial field around it, and if I can, and I'll be good that way. So there we go. All right, with 5 minutes left, any other questions that? Oh well, here we go. You had VHF, UHF on brain when the FTX1 came out. Wasn't paying attention to it other than the problems. New firmware handle most. As far as I can tell, yes. As far as I can tell, all of the firmware issues have been taken care of, at least satisfactorily. satisfactory to everybody's wants and needs for what they want and need for it. All right, so Jeff here says latest firmware did a lot. Very cool. No, not monopolizing at all. It's absolutely fantastic. This is what we're here for. This is what the Q&A part of this live stream is for. You know, new hams to be whatever. Ask your questions, get them in. Can't tell I'm getting a little excited, can you? You know, and get your answers in a less noise environment compared to other places. So there you go. Michael, what do I know about the Apex Nets? I'll make it easy. It's Nextel only Apex. The Apex radio, the 8000 mixed with Nextel. That's all it really is. And you can select your talk groups, you know, on screen, like on an actual screen, not having to punch through stuff. Let me make sure there's not. Yeah, okay. Make sure you know, you don't have to punch through stuff. You can just select talk group and push the talk on the side of the phone radio and be good. So there you go. Yeah, the APRS stuff. Yeah, I saw that too, Brian. Yeah, the APRS finally got fixed, which is good. You know, that's important. Yeah, pretty much. It's a cell phone you can't watch YouTube on. Although I'm sure someone somewhere would probably make that happen. So, howdy, Jason. Well, a little late, but that's okay. You can watch Team Replay after the Grouches after the Grouches live stream. Really? Are my fingertips green? I know the outline is green, but let's see. Maybe as well as holding my phone. Yeah, a little bit. It's because of the phone reflection. That's what it is. Yeah. No, I have green outline. Oh, only do this the right way, Frank. I have green outline fingers. Yes. Maybe my fingers are just like that naturally. You know. Only those in the chat that have met me in person would know. But I haven't seen anybody that's met me in person yet tonight. Michael, the traveling ham, Mike and I, we almost met up, but things just didn't quite work out. But when he comes back south, we might do it. And with that, let's see, there's 2 minutes left in the stream before we send y'all over to the Grouch in New Hampshire. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight and having fun. And don't forget to subscribe to all the channels I dropped tonight. Chris Radio Live. Who else was there? K3JRZ. Actually, let's look at Jeff. Let's look at Jeff. Come on. There we go. Well, he's still at 1.98, so we didn't quite get him to the 2,000 mark, but, you know, go subscribe to Jeff, go subscribe to Chris, Chris Radio Live, and let's have fun with it. And don't forget to, you know, there's all the links that are getting dropped as well. Play the playlist everywhere, have fun with it. Let's see. Oh, yeah, and Discord. Come join the Discord if you're on Discord. Lots of fun there. I also have pages everywhere else. Twitter, Blue Sky, Blue whatever. Yeah. With that, I'll catch you folks next Thursday for the NorCal Swap at 10 p.m. Central, 0300 UTC. Until next time, 73. Put on and tell the Grouch I sent y'all. See y'all next week.